Reed Richards, also known as Mr. Fantastic. Reed was a brilliant scientist who led an experimental spaceflight along with his fiancée Susan Storm, her brother Johnny Storm, and his best friend Ben Grimm. They took off in a spacecraft of Reed's own design, but during the mission they were bombarded by intense cosmic radiation. The exposure caused them to develop superhuman abilities. Reed Richards gained the power of extreme elasticity, allowing him to stretch and reshape his body. Let's break down what would be required for such abilities to exist.
Scientific breakdown of Mr. Fantastic's powers. 1. Elasticity and stretching abilities. Richards can stretch his body to incredible lengths and contort himself into various shapes. To do this in reality, his body would need to have the following properties. A. Highly elastic cells and tissues. Human skin, muscle and bone are not elastic enough to stretch like rubber. For Reed to stretch, his cells would need to be composed of biopolymers similar to elastin, a protein that gives human skin flexibility, but with significantly stronger molecular bonds. B. Shape memory and regeneration. If he stretches, his body must return to its original shape without sagging or permanent damage. This would require adaptive cytoskeletons, a network of protein filaments inside cells that maintain shape and resist damage. C. Bone and organ adaptation. Reed's skeleton must either be highly flexible or non-existent in a traditional sense. His internal organs must also stretch without breaking, which would require an entirely new biological system. Reed can flatten, elongate, and reshape his body at will, which suggests that his body can actively reconfigure its molecular structure.
Energy requirements. Stretching to extreme lengths would need enormous energy, as cells would have to reorganize continuously. Heat and friction issues. Constant reshaping would generate friction and heat, potentially damaging his tissues. Blood flow and oxygen transport. If he stretches too far, his circulatory system would struggle to maintain blood pressure, leading to tissue death. Lack of structural support. Even if his bones could stretch, they wouldn't provide rigidity needed for normal movement. Could we ever develop Mr. Fantastic's powers? With advanced biotechnology, synthetic materials, or genetic engineering, we might someday create something similar.
Subscribe!